Yeah, man. So what good y'all watching on TV these days? If you watch anything,
Summer League count?
man, that's trash. I watched the Cavs get bashed today. I'm talking about straight TV shows and or movies. I'm watching.
Boys
I
are
watch
good.
Cincinnati Reds every night. I ain't counting that.
I'm watching trailers, bruh, and Acolyte. That's what I've been into. Watching trailers, Agatha All Along, the
What?
Captain America Brave New World, and the Acolyte.
Like a what?
The Acolyte. It's boss.
I don't know what that is. I've been
It's on
watching
Disney Plus. It's the Star Wars series, bro. It's the Star
that's
Wars
right.
series. Yeah.
Star Wars. They still doing those?
Man, the Acolyte is the Acolyte is 100 years before the very first Star Wars movie. They went back that far and telling a story.
Only thing I've been checking out, it's appointment TV again. Back in the old days. You got to make sure you're around the TV at 9:00 on Sundays. Catching that House of Dragon, a real prequel.
Yeah, I'm watching that too. That's boss. The House of Dragon is boss.
I watched episode. I mean, I watched all the Game of Thrones. I'm watching that, but I'm only watching episode 1. I'm trying to let them build up a little bit so I can binge. I think I got 2, 3, and 4 I need to watch.
I will tell you this: the last episode that just happened last Sunday, the best episode of the entire series. What was it? 14 episodes so far. Episode number 14 is the best.
Facts. That is big facts. That is big facts. I co-sign all day and night with that. Big facts.
Hey, I'm finna flip team. I'm finna flip gangs. I don't want to. I can't do black no more. I'm about to go green, man. I'm about to go green. No spoilers. No spoilers. But I'm finna switch.
I swear it. I was sitting and watching, and I got done. And like you get to the end, it runs the credits. I said, I'm going green. I said just like that out loud. And my wife said, "You going green?" I said, "I'm done with the black. I'm going green. I'm going green. Straight up.
Money
up green. Nah, if you don't watch the show, you don't. Yeah, but man, the green is.
I'm not watching that show.
They bought.
Listen, I haven't been watching any normal TV shows. I've been watching Bear Claw. I've been watching Level Up.
Yeah.
The Know-It-Alls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what my consumption's been recently.
Wow.
Where do you watch these shows at?
Well, if you're traveling a lot like I was this past week, I just went on and caught them on Spotify. You can get them on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. Or if you can get on YouTube, they're on YouTube. Anything is going to be under that Know-It-All or under that Fans First Sports Network flag. So you can go there and find us all under that. So that's where I find everything.
Yeah, I like that. I like all them shows, so I listen to them too, because y'all know what I do during the day, 3 days a week. I got quite a few hours when I'm at work. I listen to all those things. So yeah.
Hey, you know what the people don't know, Tate? You know what the people don't know? Guess what? I mean, they know it's Freaky Friday.
Just downloaded everything, listened to it on the plane. It was great.
Yeah, but they don't know nothing about that. The super chats is back in the business.
Oh, what?
They back in business, baby. Let's go.
Did I just see the Quad Father out there?
They back in business.
Quad Father was the one we nominated for Wee Boy.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You know what?
No, Tate, don't be talking about the one you nominated. Don't be seeing.
You said yeah, Quad Father. You up there though. You said that.
I said he was in the. I said when they go to the Final Four rankings and they say Artist of the Year and Wee Boy of the Year, Quad Father's name came up.
What you said was he got invited to the Heisman Trophy thing.
So he doesn't have a picture on his profile. Is that an assumption?
Yeah, it's an assumption.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, like we had that talk, G, in the chat about Hartenstein. Don't let the assumptions get you.
You never know.
Hey,
you never know.
y'all thought I was blowing smoke, man. I was like, nah, run that dude African.
You know what I did see on TV last night though, G?
What?
Your boy Cooper Flag got a little hardware.
Listen, y'all always say I get burners and all out there. I'm telling y'all right now, that's the next Larry Bird. He's unbelievable.
I'm going to write that down.
He's cooking that USA team.
Write it down. That boy can hoop, bruh. Cooper Flag is a dog. Like I'm telling you right now, he gonna come in the league, be giving them big buckets as a rookie.
Big buckets.
Big buckets right off the bat. Right off the bat, bruh. I'm telling you. That dude can hoop, bruh. Like, I'm not joking. I know B. Dirt seen him.
He looked good.
Like, man, he
playing
hoop,
against
man.
the U.S. Olympic team, he looked good.
Man, he was cooking LeBron and them, bruh. He was killing them. I was like, oh, man, this youngster is a dog. He's a dog. Get him in the game, coach.
If he didn't have basketball skills, that man would have been a state trooper with the name Cooper.
Probably.
Cooper Flag.
Probably, but he's a hooper.
A little tall for a state trooper. I don't want to look out my window and see your crotch.
You ain't never seen no ISPs.
But
Is that what Peyton and Eli oldest brother do? Is he a copper?
I don't know, but a 6'10" cop, no. I don't want that walking in my window. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
He got to be on.
I'm looking for Cooper Manning now.
He got to be on like security detail if you're going to be 6'9", 6'10".
I don't know what Eli and Peyton brother do. I don't know. He watch his son Arch play. Watch his son Arch
he collects Arch's checks. That's what he does.
Arch.
I would bet he has something. I bet he has something to do with Omaha Productions. My guess.
I think he is an EP of Omaha.
That's super smart. That's super smart.
The family business.
Yeah, the Manning's about to take it over.
Big Ben need to start a dilly business.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa. Get him.
Yeah.
Whoa, no Diddy. Where my son?
No.
All the dilly, none of the Diddy.
Right. Because like Peyton used to say Omaha, Ben used to say dilly.
He did used to say that.
It's crazy. It's crazy how criminals telling themselves, ain't it?
He used to say dilly. And they look, and he be doing his hands like this to Antonio Brown, giving him signals, hitting on his lip, hitting on his butt. He did that. Straight up did it to give him signals. That's facts.
All right,
Player.
Well, we got a full show tonight, so we ain't gonna mess around with this opening part.
We don't have no intro music anymore. We're not.
We gonna go to the intro when we go to break, B Dirt, so you can get your groove on, man.
All right,
get your
grooving it.
Get your wee boy groove on.
That's right. I where I do my best dancing in a chair.
Make sure you put them pandas on too, bro. You need them pandas to get the moving right. You need them air pandas.
Pandas, they don't come out for special occasions.
You dancing on the show, you need the pandas.
Big G, get your algorithms up. That's one time. Come on now. We got 65 in here so far and 21 thumbs up. So
not yet, Pay.
Shout out to everybody in the live chat.
Not yet.
Aston per usual, the general. John C. AFL 67.
Tim over here trying to do me dirty.
What did he say?
B Dirt moves like he broke his hips when dancing.
Player. Put him in the matrix.
Come on now.
Back. Put him in.
Who said that?
Tim Lyons. Put him in. Get him in there.
Oh, that's B Dirt boy.
B Dirt.
He might be dealing with some facts that we don't know about. G.
Right.
B Dirt.
He didn't grow up with you since about what, 6 or 7 years old?
Player.
So
he about 8 or 9.
Okay, so what I'm getting at, he been to them junior high and high school dances at Bath High School with you.
B Dirt, I
didn't go to a lot of those.
Does he go to the Matrix?
Hey, y'all didn't go to. Y'all was younger than that kid, that Ryan White kid that got killed, right?
Damn.
Yeah.
Remember him though?
That's a good segue.
Yeah, that was a sad story back in the day, but that was he probably was my age, probably a few years younger than y'all. But he went to y'all school though, with the Bath.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. So R.I.P. Ryan, we miss you. It's been 35 years almost. But all right. So if you're watching on YouTube, you know we're not going anywhere. If you listen on the audio platform, be it Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon Podcast, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your audio podcast from, we have to hear a few words from our sponsors and pay a few bills. And we'll be right back to get into the football talk after this. And we're back on the Homies podcast on a Friday night.
Hey, before we get to the good news, I do want to say you threw me off with the name Ryan Young.
Ryan Young, okay.
So he was older, but
Ryan White was a kid that got AIDS. It was a new thing, yeah.
I was friends with the middle sister, Nikki, and Rachel was one of my dates to prom.
Those were his sisters.
Youngest sister, yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, it was a tragedy.
That was a tragedy, yeah.
We got shots fired even before we get to the show.
What's that, Big G?
We got a $10 super chat by Claw. Read what it say. It's shots fired already.
I mean, is it really shots fired?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, go ahead and read it, Pay. Thank you, Claude, for the super chat, man. We appreciate you. You know you one of the homies, man. No matter how many times you go in the matrix. But Pay, go ahead and read the super chat.
From one of our best viewers and listeners, Claude Bishop. Driving but listening to the madness, and none of you hosts. I'm assuming that means all four of us, because we all host something. Mm-hmm. Knows anything about sports, especially B Dirt. Ooh. Hello, everyone. I like the hello, everyone at the end. It's really passive aggressive.
Passive aggressive, exactly what it was.
It was cool. He was a thug at first, and then he became Mr. Rogers. I like that.
I feel like the reason why he's saying that is Claude's come over and watched quite a few of the Running Through the Jungle episodes and whatnot, and I've offered him a Matrix-free zone. No Matrix. I don't dig on any of his comments, so I'm assuming because he says some of the wackest stuff in our chat, and I haven't put him on blast for it, that he's just holding me accountable for not holding him accountable. That's where I'm at with it.
Well, I want to know is why don't Claude spread the love? Hey, and frustrated Chicago sports fans, we don't believe in matrices. You can say whatever you want. We don't believe in we don't believe in matrix unless your name is Aaron Rodgers. So he lives in the matrix. So I mean, that's not really a shot.
Yeah, he does. He actually pays to go on retreats to the matrix.
Probably.
I don't know nothing about track and field. I don't know nothing about soccer.
Where'd that come from?
But
I'm trying to make Claude right.
Oh, okay.
So we
you want to talk about something like that? Go ahead.
We got a full show, man. So we're gonna get going. We got a full show that's gonna carry over into overtime too. We got quite a few topics, but right now we got 4 questions or 4 things going on with each team before we get to our top 15s. The first question is about the Browns. A few questions about the Browns. So I got the answer to the offensive line combination from a Browns fan. So I wanted to get some real Browns intel on that one. Anybody got an answer to any other question? So Big G, who calls the plays? Stefanski, offensive coordinator guy, or they hire Ken Dorsey? Who calls the plays for the Browns?
I think, in my opinion, absolutely call the plays for them because it takes pressure off Stefanski, because Stefanski's got a lot of pressure on him this season to perform and get the Browns to that next level. So I think Ken Dorsey definitely should be the play caller. Heck, that's what they hired him for. He's supposed to be this great offensive mind. He was making Josh Allen and all them other guys supposed to look like $1 million. So they brought the dude in, let him call the plays.
But he wasn't making Josh Allen look like that. He did initially, but it wasn't working, and they got rid of him. And Buffalo went back to a run-based offense, which really worked for them coming down the latter half of the season last year. The Browns already had a run-based offense. will Ken Dorsey come in here and take them away from that?
Well, personnel is going to dictate that too, Tate, because Chubb ain't ready, bro. I don't care what none of them Brownies said, what none of them elves say. Chubb ain't going to be ready. So he might have to come in and lean on Deshaun Watson to start out with to make their offense viable because without Chubb, they ain't got no running back. So I think you're going to see maybe Deshaun Watson plays a lot like how Josh Allen played at Buffalo.
Because last year they had to do Ford out of Cincinnati. He did really well. Where did Kareem Hunt go in free agency? Or he's still waiting on somebody?
He's out there on the streets, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, he's out there on the streets.
Well, the offensive line.
What'd you say, Pay?
I didn't know Kareem Hunt still played football.
Yeah, he do.
Yeah, he played for the Browns last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think he really thought he was going to get paid.
Yeah, I don't know why he thought that. So the Browns offensive line said they should take out Jed Willis and start DeJuan Jones at left tackle. That's the second-year guy at Ohio State. Pittsburgh was looking at him last year, too.
That's Thanos.
Joel Bitonio at left guard, Ethan Posick at center, Wyatt Teller at right guard, and Jack Conklin at right tackle. That's one of the better lines in the league, though.
That's top 10.
Top 10, yeah.
Top 10. But Thanos is a big boy, bro. Thanos is a little different.
Best line in the division.
Amari Cooper will report to camp before
Best
the
offensive line in the division.
Yeah, I think they are, Big G. You a little high early on us.
Mm-mm.
You are.
Too many things to prove still, Big G.
Okay, go ahead, Tate. What you saying?
I said that Amari Cooper will report to camp before the last preseason game.
Trash.
Mm-hmm. We'll get into it. Some of us have them in our top 15 in the division, so not too much.
Trash. I'm calling him trash right off the bat. Trash. Bro. He gonna mess around and get his job snatched. They got good receivers over there, bro.
Will the team need to add another tight end besides Njoku? And they got that one guy. I forgot his name.
I don't think so.
I don't think they do either.
And Njoku had his career season last year, right?
Yeah, he did.
I don't think anything he can do in the preseason. I don't think anything he would do in the preseason will have them add another one, except the offensive philosophy changes.
He's on the franchise tag this year, right? Or was he last year?
I haven't heard that he got signed to anything big this offseason, so I will assume so.
Jordan Atkins is their backup tight end, bro. Jordan
Akins.
Yeah, Jordan Akins. Yep. Yeah.
He messed up Akins.
Hey, man, you know I get out over here.
Oh, man. Okay, so Pay, I'm going to come to you so you can answer this Ravens question. It sounds like John Harbaugh wants to give Lamar Jackson more discretion at the line of scrimmage. Harbaugh wants offense to make more decisions at the line of scrimmage. That's what it says. So that's directly impacts Lamar and his ability to call plays and get into audibles and all that. How you think that's going to go?
Well, of course, the offense has to mature in its second season under Todd Monken, right? And it's not just with the addition of Derrick Henry. Lamar will be a big part of the architecture, and that's a great thing if you ask me. Lamar should be heavily involved in what this offense does and how it looks. He's one of the handful of most electrifying players on offense and one of the best players in the league. So, of course, they should take Lamar into account when with what he feels comfortable with and what will work on the field and how they should play to his strengths. They can take the next step. They have to take the next step from last year. Last year, like I said, he had career best in a few categories. I think passing yards, completion percentage, things of that nature. So you want to build on that. And I think the best way to build on that is to make sure he's at his most comfortable when he's under center or when he's on the field in general. One word comes to mind, and it's just freedom. Let him do his thing. Let him be him at the line of scrimmage. And I can only see if good things happening from that.
What year is Lamar Jackson in?
This should be his 6th year, I think.
Have they been to the AFC Championship game?
Last
What was the
year.
last game that he played?
Last year in AFC. So that was his first trip to the AFC Championship game?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And I got one more question. Who's your number 2 and number 3 receiver that's going to help him have freedom at the line? Because I'm sold on Zay Flowers, but them other dudes I ain't sold on.
Well, I mean, that's fair. Bateman and Berryman. Is it Berryman?
They got Nelson Aguilar. They got Nelson Aguilar starting right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. You should, if you're not sold on them. I don't think they've done much in the league to, give you much comfort in that area. I don't think it's necessary though. I mean, they still have Mark Andrews. They still got Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is going to have his sophomore season, which is typically the best season for a wide receiver, a young wide receiver. And they got Isaiah is second tight end too, who's also a dog. I don't think it's necessary who's his number 2 and 3 wide receivers are. It doesn't really matter.
I'm just saying when you don't have reliable receivers and the quarterback holds on to the ball longer and he's scrambling, that puts him in a position either to get hurt or to give a turnover. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think that's if you hold on to the ball too long, you're going to make some mistakes and you're probably going to get hit a lot if you hold on to the ball too much. I don't think that's an issue for Lamar. Lamar doesn't hold on to the ball too much. If he does hold on to the ball in the pocket a lot, he's going to probably take off with it.
Yeah.
Well, my question would be, with all this control, has to be the ability to assess what's going on the other side of the ball, of the line of scrimmage, the defense.
Yeah.
I question that the same way people question Justin Fields. I don't know through these 6 years. I mean, I think Lamar, he's a good passer, not a great passer. And I think when he's at his best, he's on the move or threatening the defense with the run and stuff opens up. So he hits big chunks that way. Mm-hmm. But to go to the line of scrimmage, Omaha, dilly call audible. He hasn't showed me that in 6 seasons yet. Not even MVP season.
Mm-hmm. Well, this will be his 6th, if I'm not mistaken. It might be his 7th. I might be blanking wrong. 2018 was his rookie year, right?
17.
Sounds right.
18.
18 was his rookie year. So this will be 6 season. Well, I don't think anybody had any issues with what he was seeing out there when he was destroying the Dolphins last year or destroying the 49ers. I don't think it's necessarily to something that you got to have your doubts on. Whether or not he can actually make certain checks, which he has done in the past, but what we're talking about now is giving him a lot more freedom, a lot more range. Just come up to the. Don't even have to listen to the OC. Don't have to listen to the sideline whatsoever. We can just play straight hurry up football in the third quarter if you feel like it, and I'll be the man.
Listen, I'm not a huge Lamar Jackson lover. I think he's a great talent. I think he does well in certain situations. I think he's a little bit overrated. Myself, slightly. Calm down, listen. But what I'm saying is, I think this is a very low risk, high reward thing that they're implementing here, right? Mm-hmm. So if he's good at it, at pre-reading defenses and all that stuff, it can be nothing but taking the roof off of it. If he doesn't do well or the offensive line doesn't hold up, he can pull the ball down and still make a big play out of nothing. You know what I mean? So I don't expect him to take the sack, take the bad hit, he can make the broken play or the ugly play look great because he's one of the most athletic players in the National Football League, let alone quarterbacks.
Take it back, B. Take it back.
I'm not going to do this.
Take it back. Take it back now.
I'm not going to. I think he's slightly.
Take it back.
I think he's slightly overrated. That's it.
You and me.
We'll see if B. Derr has Lamar Jackson in his top 15 in the division here shortly. So
I said slightly overrated. I didn't say not in the top 15 in the division.
B Dirt.
I think he's probably still top 15 in the league.
Yo, boy, Joe Burrow's gained some weight, put on some pounds, getting stronger. Is that to kind of trying to avoid the injury bug he's been dealing with for a few years in his career?
Well, I think it's a natural progression for him to get a little bit bigger, but yeah, I mean, last year was probably the best offensive line he's been behind. It still wasn't good. So yeah, I mean, of course, if I get hit every fourth time I drop back to pass, I'm probably going to try to put on some weight too. But yeah, and the other part of in his rehab with his wrist, he was able to lift before he could throw or do anything else with the flexibility. He could hold it stiff and lift. So there were things he was able to do there. So he was lifting way before he was able to do anything football related. So that was that helped get that started.
Mm-hmm. I think that was super smart, bro.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
I think that was super smart that he put that weight on, man, because that's going to pay big dividends come November and December.
It can't hurt. It's not like he's jacked by any means. You know what I mean?
He's not.
He was a slender build.
He's no Will Levis.
No, he was a slender build. He put on some weight, and he looks better this year in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Big G, okay. I'm gonna come to you with the Steeler question, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of like it's a tough one. It's an opinionated question, not really necessarily an answer. And live chat can jump in on the Steeler question. Let us know what you think. Then after this, we're gonna go to break. Then we're gonna come back and get into our AFC North top 15.
Yep.
But Big G.
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers have a long history at a certain position of great players.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to tell me who you think the greatest player was at this position.
Okay. Oh, man, you starting something right there, man. Come on, bro. That's. Hey, listen. Cornerback, center, defensive tackle, linebacker. I mean, you starting some mess right there, bro.
Hey, well, let me help you a little bit, Big G.
Yeah.
You really can take out Hartwig. He played good for the 2 years he was in Pittsburgh, won a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
with a makeshift line, but he's obviously not an all-time great. He didn't spend enough in Pittsburgh. And Zach Frazier just getting here.
Yeah, that's right.
But when you're talking about Pouncey, Webster, and Dawson, I'm gonna let you deal with that one.
Man, see, that's why I say you set me up for the kill, bro. I mean, because you can't. Man, that's a hard man. All three of them is dogs. All three of them is dogs. I do believe Pouncey is going to be in the Hall of Fame very soon. So you're talking about 3 Hall of Famers. If you go by chips, of course you got to go with Webster, but Dermani Dawson was a dog. So man,
keep talking while you decide. I'm gonna tell you, Dermani Dawson, I believe, got more All Pros than Webster.
He does. He does got more, but Dermani Dawson got the most on the list. So, but Mike Webster got the 4 chips.
Dermani Dawson got 6 first-team All-Pro and 7 Pro Bowls.
I think he got more than Webster, dog. A matter of fact, I'm really positive.
Yeah, I think Mike Webster might have 4. I'm great.
Yeah, but so I'm like, man, I don't know, man.
Mike Webster has we got 6 first-team All-Pro and 2 second-team All-Pro and 9 Pro Bowls.
They right there. They neck and neck then. Neck and neck.
So the separator got to be them rings, right?
I don't know, man, because I can't say that. The rings cannot necessarily be the separator. Look at so Webster came in off the rip, right? And he built with the team to win the rings, right? Dawson came in and they were like in rebuild mode. And then they went to some bowls, they won a bowl. But bro, man, that might be the hardest question you ever asked me concerning the Steelers.
I think that Dawson played in 1 bowl. The one that lost against Dallas.
He didn't play in the bowl against no, he didn't. He was gone.
He was gone.
He was out of there. Yeah. Yeah, Webster got to win it then, bro. I got to go. I got to go Webster first, Dermani Dawson second, Pouncey third. But at center position, I dare another NFL team to run with my 3 dogs at center. I dare you. I dare another team to get to talk about their centers. Hey, stop it. It ain't even close.
Hey, Pay, he always go there, don't he, man?
I dare you. I dare any team. Pick them out.
Big G's default is hyperbole. That's his default.
Find them.
I agree.
Find them. Find another squad who got better centers. Find one. It ain't none out there.
What kind of homework are you giving us on a Friday? We got to go find better centers.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of positions I can go down the road with the Steelers and say, find some better. We can jump right to them linebackers.
What we gonna jump right to is a break.
Yeah. A whole bunch.
Hey, again, if you're watching on YouTube, y'all know you're not going anywhere. Audio listeners, thank you for listening. Thank you for being with us. We have to hear a few words from our partners and pay some bills. And again, we'll be right back after this.
We gotta get that.
And we're back on the Homies Friday Night Podcast. If you watch that little montage we played during the break that shows all the FFSN shows that we all do, and the know-it-all stuff and all that stuff, those numbers on there are old, but they still need to increase. So if you haven't checked out or subscribed to any of those different channels, please do. Please do. A subscribe never hurts. Watch it when you can. You don't have to watch it all the time, but go ahead and subscribe as soon as you get a chance, please. But fellas, this show, we know what it's about. It's about the top 15 players in the North. I think those players right there, we all had those guys that you see pictured in the cover for tonight's show. We had all those guys on our list somewhere. All of us.
Yeah, unanimous.
Yeah,
unanimous. Facts.
So, what I'm gonna do is I picked out one player from everybody's list, and probably from the team that you represent. Like Pay, it'll be a Raven. Dirt, it'll be a Bengal. G, it'll be a Steeler. That you can talk about why that player made the list. Mm-hmm. Okay, you guys don't know who that is yet. Maybe you do. But who wants to go first?
Shoot.
I vote Mr. Hyperbole Man.
Big G?
I already know who he picked.
I don't have a clue who he picked.
I know who he picked. Rusty.
Yeah.
You picked Rusty. I know
Probably
he picked
Rusty.
Rusty.
I didn't pick Rusty, Big G. I picked somebody I thought should really be in the top 15. But no, you'll see. Just say. But since you said that, I want
shots fired.
I want B Dirt. Before we get into it,
straight bullet. I like that one.
I want B Dirt and Pay's opinion because I don't want no bias in this.
All right,
you guys. I think we all know who however you got it, one or two. We know who the top 2 quarterbacks in the division is, right?
Facts.
In some form, fashion, it's either
Yep.
Burrow or Jackson or Burrow.
Facts.
Who's number 3?
The guy to the right, for those that's watching.
That's why I didn't ask you because of bias, Big G.
Man, come on, man.
I have to agree with Hyperbole Man. Even it would have to be Russ. I don't know. I have no idea what Watson and Orange is. You know what I'm saying? I have some idea of what Russell is. It's not Russell at his prime. It's not Russell in his peak. It's a very much reduced version of Russell.
Which
However,
one of these two would you take at their peak?
I don't think that's relevant.
Okay.
But from that point, I'm gonna go with Russell. And to answer your question, B-Dirt, it would be Watson.
Who be Dirt guy out of them two?
The last iteration of those two, I would say that I probably trusted Wilson more.
There you go.
So I would give him a very slight advantage. Listen, I got to be honest with you. I would group Wilson, Watson, and Fields very close if we were ranking all the players for the AFC North.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that for sure. Because Joe Burrow and Lamar is way ahead of the pack. So yeah, I'm down with it.
Okay, that was just a question I had. I was having a back and forth with a Browns fan. Hey, Payne, real quick, you sent some yesterday or earlier today in our chat about Michael Vick and Justin. Who was that from?
Michael Vick and Justin. What? I don't know who that's from. A listener, viewer of the Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan, which you can find on YouTube. He was watching one of our videos and said that that Justin Fields is Vic 2.0. Supremely talented with the ball in his hands. The question is whether or not he can take that next leap, a la like Josh Allen took. Take that next leap as a passer. But he's excited to see what he can do in Arthur Smith's offense.
Okay,
and that's agreeable.
Well, I think he probably is the best quarterback with the ball in his hands as a rusher.
In the division, I agree.
Lamar Jackson can still do it, but he don't want to do it. He's a little older, a little too valuable right now. As a player, can't put himself at that risk. Not that Justin Fields should, but I think when you know you're not that guy, you gotta.
Biggie Bronco said he can actually put Jameis Winston in front of Russell Wilson. He's played better the last 2 years until he got hurt.
Put him in the Matrix.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Put him in.
Biggie, man, I rock with you too, but come on now.
Put him in, man.
Biggie Bronco, come on, man. Come on, man. You with us every week, man.
Put him in.
Russ is getting hate he doesn't deserve. Do I think Watson's ceiling is higher than Wilson's at this point in their careers? Absolutely. But I haven't seen it from Watson since he put orange on.
No, I don't. I think he's hit a ceiling some years ago.
I'm not willing to put a fork in him. I'm still giving him one more chance. To rebound and be closer to what he was.
But y'all act like he didn't. He had good numbers last year. He had a big trash coach and a big trash organization. He
talking about Russ. Yeah, that's why Biggie.
Man, I have a hard time calling Sean Payton
Biggie Bronco went to the Matrix.
Garbage.
Because Jameis Winston a few years ago threw 30 interceptions. Russ' highest interception season, his worst season, he threw 17 interceptions.
That's big facts. And how many did he throw last year, Tate?
8. 26 TDs, 8 interceptions.
Exactly. And
I don't think James Winston was even seeing the field. So what are we talking about the last 2 years? That's why you in the Matrix, Biggie.
Hey, the only 30-30 player in football history, Jameis Winston.
Yes. Big facts, Peter. Big facts. Absolutely.
So Big G, you up, man. I go last with my Steeler pick. You get us started with your first, just go through your top 15 real quick, and then just break down the one player that's pictured.
All right.
And you said you know who it is. You said it was Russ. It's not Russ.
Oh, what? Well, let me read the list first. I cannot believe Tay said that. All right, here's my list, man. I think without a doubt, Joe Burrow is the best player in the AFC North. I think he's got MVP stuff written all over him. Lamar's already won him, but I think a higher upside, a higher ceiling, I'm going with Joe Burrow. I'm actually think the Cincinnati Bengals are going to be a team to be reckoned with over the next 2-3 years. Lamar Jackson, I mean, he's got to show me a little bit more to overtake Joe Burrow, but that's not a slight against him. I think Lamar's a great player. He's already a 2-time MVP. Let's see if he can get to a chip and win one. Number 3, Roquan Smith. I think the best defensive player as far as linebacker, because TJ Watt is considered an edge rusher. So I think the best player is Roquan Smith, man. He's a dog. So, I mean,
wait. Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Roquan Smith is better at this position than TJ Watt is at his position.
Yeah. Roquan is a dog, bro.
I'm just saying, wait. How come Roquan is not in the defensive player of the year discussions?
Because he plays middle linebacker.
Okay.
But Roquan Smith is, without a doubt, the number one middle linebacker in the NFL. Number one. There's not even a question. He's number one.
I remember somebody else said something similar to this, and you got mad, G. But go on.
The proof is in the pudding. I saw what he did in Baltimore. So TJ Watt, of course, dog, our best Steeler, without a doubt. Patrick Queen, hey man, he's coming over with the green dot, and he's going to show you he should be in the top 5 players in that division. I got Garrett. I know how I feel about them Brownies and them L's, but I can't take nothing away from him. He won a defensive player of the year. He should have never won it. I think Jamar Chase is the best wide receiver in the division. I think Minka Fitzpatrick is the best safety in the division. I have Hamilton right behind Minka because Hamilton ain't no joke. I think Derrick Henry is still a top 5 or 6 running back in the league. I think Nick Chubb, all things healthy, Nick Chubb is one of those top 5 or 6 running backs in the league. George Pickens is my new splash player, top 15 in the league. I think he'll be at least a top 10, but Tate was talking about top 5 wide receiver in the league. I got Russie because I think Russie is the next down because you're talking about quarterback position for the Steelers. He's got to be the guy. Najee Harris, I think, is the 3rd best running back in the league. And I got Hendrickson, defensive end for the Cincinnati Bengals at number 15. And you got Patrick Queen not being on the list? What? But go ahead, Tate. What's your question about him, man? I think we lost Tate Boy Fresh, fellas. Can y'all hear me?
I'm not sure why you put Manak in front of Hamilton.
Manak, Minka.
Yeah,
that's
because he's a 3-time All-Pro and like 5-time Pro Bowl.
Oh, I thought. Okay, so I took it a different way. I thought we were talking about top 15 players for this year.
No, that is top 15. That's my top 15
for this year. 15. So not past accolades, but for this year.
Yeah, this year coming. That's my top 15.
I mean, you take some accolades into consideration, but it's not the end all be all. We're not talking about best careers, right?
You can look at it either way you want to.
Okay.
I mean, I believe Kyle Hamilton's up and coming. I still don't.
I think Kyle Hamilton.
Let's get to the chase. I want to know about how Patrick Queen made it to the top 15. That's what I want to hear.
I got him on the list. What is you talking about?
That's exactly. You need to explain this.
What do you mean explain it? Look at his accolades. Bro, let me tell you something. Patrick Queen has an opportunity and
He's
a
in front
chance.
of Garrett, though, bro.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase. Hey, come on now.
Okay, I got him up there. Listen, Patrick Queen, I'm trying to tell y'all, Patrick Queen with that green dot for the Steelers, we haven't had a player like this since Ryan Shazier. Patrick Queen in our defense, he's going to be arguing with Roquan Smith about who's the best middle linebacker. At the end of the season, it's going to be between Roquan and him talking about who is the best middle linebacker in the NFL. What do you mean hit the button? I'm riding, but I'm telling you straight up.
Hit the button.
Hit what
player?
Button? Hit what button?
That one.
Okay. We'll see, Faye. That's bias from you because you still pissed off that he left them trash ratings.
Listen, I'm not saying he doesn't belong in the 15, but 5?
Yeah, well,
He does not.
Whatever.
We did a show last summer about who had the best LB room in the
subjective exercise. So now we'll go to your list, B Dirt.
Subjective exercise is the only exercise G's getting right now. Boom.
B Dirt. Here's your list.
Yes, sir. You want to start top to bottom to top?
Probably the 15 to 1.
All right. So 15 T. Higgins, 14 Derrick Henry, 13 Denzel Ward, 12 Joel Bitonio, 11 I got Matabikwe, I got Mark Andrews, a little autocorrect there, giving an apostrophe. Minka Fitzpatrick, did spell that right at 9. Kyle Hamilton at 8. Roquan Smith at 7, Trey Hendrickson at 6, Jamar Chase at 5, Myles Garrett at 4, Lamar Jackson at 3, TJ Watt at 2, and Joe Burrow number 1.
A lot of Bengals over there.
I like your list a lot, B Dirt. I think we got a lot of.
So let me. Trey Hendrickson last year had 17.5 sacks and 28 tackles to the defensive MVP. I did quotation marks there since I'm not on screen. Had 14 sacks and 33 tackles. TJ Watt got robbed last year, and Myles Garrett is just a little bit better than Trey Hendrickson.
Peter, what you just
as
said
of last year.
Say that last part one more time. You said who got robbed?
TJ Watt got robbed last year of the defensive player of the year.
Big facts. Big facts. Thank you.
I got nothing wrong with saying.
Thank you, B-Dirt. Thank you.
And I did have some Steelers right there on the bubble. Too. Like I really think JPJ is really close, right on that cusp with T. Higgins. And I think also Pickens is right there too. So those are two guys I struggle with. 14 through 17 was really close in my mind.
Okay. Makes sense to me, bro. Like your list. I like your list.
So be there. Why T. Higgins?
Um,
I mean, because if we talking about right now, you put him up against George Pickens last year, he didn't have as good a season. And I don't think expectations coming into this season for T. Higgins are high as they are for George Pickens.
So I think two reasons. Well, three, right? I think he's got a really high ceiling, obviously. But he worked a lot in the offseason with the same trainer that worked with D. Wade and LeBron when they were having, like D. Wade was having injury problems and went down and worked with them on ankles, soft tissues, and so on and so forth. So I really think he's really kind of honing in on watching that soft tissue injury. And the other thing is contract year, Tate. Contract year. He's going to go out there and do everything he can to ball out. So that's the reason why I gave him a small, like I said, a sliver. They're right there.
I like it. I like it a lot. One more look at B Dirt's list. Joe Burrow number 1. Big G, you had Joe Burrow number 1.
Facts. He is.
Okay. Okay, now we'll go to Pay's list.
You know what this big bias gonna look like. So come on, Ravens everywhere. Run it. Look at
your list. 15-1. Talk about it.
Let's do a countdown. 15. I got Nick Chubb, barely making the list. In fact, this was my first edition of this list. This isn't the most recent one. My most recent list had Justin Tucker at number 15, but at number 14,
another one.
Yes, I did.
Justin Tucker and the top.
Justin Tucker.
It.
Justin.
Stop it.
Respect my time. Respect my time. Moderator, I have the floor. Cut his mic. Doing like they did that presidential debate. At number 14, see, I have these two flipped. I have Tucker at 15. I have Najee at 14 on most recent. Number 13, Derrick Henry. Number 12 should be Mark Andrews. Number 11, I've got Mr. Ward out of Cleveland, the first Brown to make the list. Well, second Brown, I'm sorry, to make the list. Trey Hendrickson at number 10. Matabuke, number 9. Minka Fitzpatrick coming in number 8. Kyle Hamilton, number 7. Roro, best linebacker in the league.
Hey,
6.
Hey, Pay. One thing I know is about every list, everybody had Minka and Hamilton at like the same place right next to each other. On all three lists so far, 7, 8, kind of that direct. Big G had Minka ahead of Hamilton, but
I had 8. I had him 8, 9 because I had Hendrickson there. I think.
Okay.
One of the other.
I just had to comment on that.
Top 5. This is where it gets spicy. Jamar Chase bringing in the rear at the top 5, the elite level of AFC North players. Number 4. The defending defensive player of the year, Myles Garrett, Number 3, Joe Burrow. And number 2,
Trash.
Joe. Whoa. Do not talk about Joe Burrow like that. Number 2,
No, I'm saying your list
TJ
is trash.
Watt. Cut his mic. Number 2, I got TJ Watt, a true game record on defense. In my opinion, if you say there's any defensive player in the league better than him, you're gonna you got to defend it. You got to defend it. Number 1 best player in the AFC defending MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Player.
Forget about this guy. First list with Joe Burrow, not number 1. Pay. Tell us about Matabuke. He was on B Dirt's list. I don't think he was on Big G's list. Was he Big G?
No, heck no.
Yeah, Big G was too busy giving out giving Patrick Queen a top 6 spot, well, top 5 spot, only because he's black and gold for no other reason.
This comes from a guy that's got Justin Tucker in the top 15 players in the league.
Justin Tucker is a what?
Stop
five-time All-Pro.
Big G, Justin Tucker is the best kicker in the league. It stands
he ain't top 15.
All-time best.
There's the reason if you want to put a kicker in your top 15, he's the guy.
He ain't top. Stop it. Go ahead, Pay. Go ahead.
That's
bias.
Hey, cut his mic.
I'm going to Pay. He won't stop.
Rob Lightfoot in the comments said I look like Franco Harris in that picture, and I agree. Can we do something with that?
Can we say something? Matabike, did anybody else in the league, interior defensive lineman wise, have 13 sacks?
Anybody?
No.
Yeah.
No.
12 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles.
I don't know about tackles for loss, but nobody, not interior. No.
Matabuke, he is the reason the Ravens had the actual best defense in the league last year. He is the reason why the Ravens had no issues letting Patrick Queen walk. He's that guy. He is him.
Player. We're gonna find out. Out.
He's a bad dude, G.
I was hoping the Baltimore Ravens made the wrong decision. They decided to keep Patrick Queen, a second team All-Pro, and let Matabuke get the free market because there's a team that play on the lakefront, play on the Lake Michigan's shorelines that need that guy. I was hoping.
No, I don't have nothing against Matabuke. He probably been in my top 20. I don't think I put him in my top 15. No, I like him.
Yeah,
but
the only like anti argument that makes sense to me against Matabuke is that he only done it 1 year. I think this is
I was gonna say that, but I got some 1 year guys on my list, and so the fact that he's trending up, there's no argument against him.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna trend up, that's how you trend up. He was a dog.
Player.
So now we got a few minutes left. We'll go my list. I got George Pickens at 15. I think he's the second best receiver in the division, behind Jamar Chase. I was talking about B Dirt when he was talking about T. Higgins. I think Pickens had a better year last year. He did. He had 1,100 some yards, 7 touchdowns with terrible quarterback play. So this year I only expect him to elevate a little more. And the fact that he should be the number 1 and Higgins is the number 2 on this team, I think I got to put Pickens right there. But Higgins would be in my next 3 or 4.
So remember your argument about that when I get in your argument about number 10. Go ahead.
Okay. Joey Porter Jr. See, but your argument.
Oh, don't look ahead yet. What's on 14? Go ahead.
Joey Porter Jr. We got a super chat from the homie Claude again. Let's pull that up real quick. He wanted to just interrupt my list.
Yep.
But we appreciate you, Claude, once again. Pay, go ahead and read the comments.
Oh, that makes more sense.
B Dirt. I meant except, not especially. That's my bag. I'm driving. I fat fingered it. everyone don't know sports except B Dirt. But please do me a favor. Stop Big G from making any more lists. Smith over TJ? Come on, man.
Claude, you just keep driving on through the matrix, dog.
Stay in Matrix feet. Stay Matrix feet over running through the jungle. You're good.
Hey, thanks for the super chat, Claude. I'll get to Joey Porter when I explain, because he's my guy picture. Trey Hendrickson, like B Dirt said, this great season. I think he's gonna make the comparison to 13-10 with me here. But Joel Bitonio, the Browns offensive guard, one of the best in the league, one of the best offensive linemen in the division. He can hold on to it for one more year because the Steelers got some guys coming. Cam Hayward, I still got him at number 10. Go ahead, B Dirt. Question me real quick.
I got nothing to say about Trey Hendrickson other than you disrespected him. Do I see a Matabikwe on your? Do I see him anywhere on your list?
No.
So you did take in this season when you talked about George Pickens, this past season when you talked about George Pickens and T. Higgins. So this past season, we'll give Matabikwe a 13 sack to 2 win, a 12 tackles for loss to 6 win, a 2 forced fumbles to 0 win. Tackles only 17 to 25. You did get Cam Hayward in tackles, but made up for tackles and loss and sacks. So,
how many games? But Cam missed a gang of games though.
He did.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
So did T. Higgins. So what's the argument? You're making one argument in one place, but not willing to accept the same argument in the other?
I'll accept your argument. I don't have to agree with it. In no world is T. Higgins a number one receiver. George Pickens, my number one receiver, had 1,100 some yards last year with terrible quarterback play, terrible offensive coordinating.
Didn't he go like 2 games without a catch?
What'd you say?
Didn't he go like 2 weeks straight without a catch?
He might have, yeah, because the quarterback play offensive coordinating, exactly. But the Cam Hayward thing is because I believe Cam is coming back and he's going to be the game record he's always been. And he's a 3-4-time All-Pro, 5-time Pro Bowler.
Great career,
and it's not over.
And a great
list.
The stuff he does in Pittsburgh is incredible. I love the man. I give clothing to the Hayward house. He does a thing where he gets business attire for unfortunate people to go out and interview and stuff. Like he's a great dude and he's a great player.
Cam's gonna be back this year, so that was my take on that. He might be.
I'm willing to bet quarter time he doesn't have a better season than Matabikwe, but that's just
whoa. What defines a better season? Come on, I need to write this down.
Yeah, is it just sacks?
No, it'd have to be everything together and weighted somehow. We'd have to figure out the parameters a little bit.
Okay,
we can talk about it. We can talk about it in OT. Let's go. Finish the list.
We can circle around.
Nick Chubb. And that's Nick Chubb. But obviously, he didn't play but the first 2 games last year. That's Nick Chubb. We all know, and so that one, was kind of like just I'm thinking off the top of my head. But I like Nick Chubb. When he's healthy, he's the best running back in the division. Mark Andrews, probably the best tight end in the division. Minka Fitzpatrick. I got a bigger gap between him and Kyle Hamilton. I think Kyle Hamilton's really good, but Minka Fitzpatrick, again, 3-time All-Pro, 5-time Pro Bowler, one of the main cogs on the Steelers' defense. Probably after TJ, probably the second best player. Roquan Smith, I got number 6, the best middle linebacker in the division. This would put Patrick Queen at probably like about 17 or 18 on this list of mine. But Roquan Smith is that guy, best at this position in the league, potentially top 3 anyway. Jamar Chase, also top 3 at this position in the league, best wide receiver in the division. Really, if it wasn't for the 4 guys in front of him, Jamar Chase could have easily been higher than 5. Myles Garrett, is a beast on defense, commands double teams, but he's not better than TJ Watt. And we all know it. We all know it. TJ Watt is 3. And because of the importance of the position, I got Joe Burrow at 2. But I think overall, Joe Burrow's a better quarterback. But Lamar Jackson's coming off 2 MVP seasons out the last 4 years. And took his team to the AFC Championship last year. And I think we're expecting a lot from him this year. I could go either way, 1A, 1B with those guys. Joey Porter is my guy because he's one of them guys like Matabukwe. He's trending up. All rookie team last year. I think he's going to be one of the best shutdown corners. I think he's better than Denzel Ward right now. If it was a cornerback in the AFC North, I'd put ahead of him. It'd be Marlon Humphrey still if he comes back healthy. But yeah, Joey Porter's going to be that guy. Y'all already see it. He's probably going to go with the best receiver on the opposing team. So I like what he got in his bag. 6'2", 210, physical, fast, a little bit handsy still. Practicing technique will get that out of his game. But yeah, so that's my list.
And we got a super chat by the Quad.
Yeah, I see it. I'm about to get to it.
Yeah.
The Quad Father in the building. Thank you, Quad Father Dennis, for the super chat. Pay, go ahead and read it out for the homie, man.
Quad Father says, this is why the Homies is the best podcast around. Because of the passion you guys show. You all totally believe in your takes. We all do believe in the stuff we say. Keep up the great work. Thanks, man. We shall. He does believe the stuff he says.
That's a great compliment, man. We really appreciate it. Appreciate you showing up every week and checking us out too, man. Definitely one of the generals.
Definitely.
You sighing and moaning, B Dirt. What's up?
I laughed.
He was laughing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No laugh was as good as the one when Big G. I told Big G he's good for my brain.
That was great. That was really good.
Yeah, man.
And by the way, spot on too, Tate. Spot on.
Oh yeah, big G takes make us all look good.
The truth is the funniest thing going.
Tate, you see,
I had to edit that in mid sentence. By the way, I was getting ready to get all kind of fines. Woo.
Yeah, but Quad Father Dennis, thanks again, man. Come on over to Overtimes where we grade go. We got some different topics we're gonna get into, man. Not so much as much football as we have with this one. This is typically our AFC North show. We get into all that, but now we just about to go over here and get loose. Talk about everything that went on in the sports world for this past calendar week. So hey, Pay, it's about time for us to get out of here, man. You know what it is, and we're gonna talk about this guy too. But right now, send him to jail, Pay.
Put Brett Favre in handcuffs immediately.